So where am I streaming to? That is my question at this point in time. Guess this is live right now. I don't get this right now, I really don't. Okay. Let's see what happens.
They did for Warzone 1, then Raven did with the integration of Cold War. Not enough to stop them from being headshot value. And what they did is they didn't really modify any of the other values except for the headshot. They put kind of like a soft or hard cap, if you want to call it. So when you fire it in single, you can see right here it does 96 damage. And then with the Kimbo, it drops down to 62 to match the neck and the chest. So they kind of removed the headshot multiplier on it. Then when it comes over to the further damage, still 62. So it's kind of like it would be 80, but they kind of limited the most damage this can do is the chest shot. So I think this will get rebalanced eventually because this is still broken values. And this is up to 20 meters. Obviously, every bullet's got to hit. To 6, but it's capped at 42 for the neck. And then it's same thing, it stayed 42 over here, and then this one stays 42 because this top one would be 46. So you kind of have that all there, and you can see how fast these TTKs are. This one will be 6 shots to kill up to 17 meters, which is pretty good because this one's 5 shots, but this one kills a little bit faster, slower fire. You know what I mean? There's different variables you got to consider. In this one, you get almost 900 RPM. And then the full autos, they are very weak in comparison. You still need a lot or something like that. Right? With the other laser that's visible, which we'll go ahead and talk about that. We'll zoom in a little multiplayer. So what I did is I went into the firing range and I used no laser with the laser and then with the other laser that's visible, which we'll go ahead and talk about that. We'll zoom in a little bit. And there's 2 important parts with the laser. We have without firing, which you can see they're relatively close. They don't move that distance. So you would think, it's not that big a deal being on the outside. So obviously it will tighten up quite a bit. If you are using the laser. These you're going to use very similar builds. You're going to try and put on the fastest trigger. You can modify the magazine if you want. If you're playing solos, you can get away with 8, but that is a high skill thing. Very unforgiving. If you miss any bullets, you're kind of putting yourself in a bad spot. But that does free up an attachment. If you want to run ammunition, you can run hollow point. And although you really won't get much out of hollow point, it's really the tuning that can allow you to get a little bit further range. This is so small because the range is already small when you're doing a multiple of 9 meters and it's like 10%. It goes up by less than a meter, right? Like, so you got to kind of balance that out if you want to use that. I feel more comfortable with both the barrel reaction, velocity, damage range, recoil control, and then hip fire accuracy. So you kind of got that there. The bullet use matters. Out that way. Recoil smoothness, sprint to fire. And then if you want all these to be don't have the ability to aim down sight, we don't have aim walking, doesn't matter. So even if there are penalties associated with aim walking speed, we're not aiming down sight, so we'll never get that penalty. We can also do the same thing for aiming range because this specific scenario works out that way. Recoil smoothness, sprint to fire speed. This is huge.
Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
Okay, we're gonna try again. I'm lagging on the stream a bit though, that's weird.